Next on Values, Forgiveness.
Welcome to Values You Can Use. Will you forgive me? Those are such powerful lines on a value which you want to talk about, which is forgiveness.
Yeah.
Right? And I phrase it like that because in our family, one of the things we learned in instilling that is you don't just say sorry. It's easy to say sorry. So instead, when a child or when we, even as parents, do something that hurts the other person, we will ask for forgiveness like that. Will you forgive me? And we state what it is. Will you forgive me for my tone, honey?
Yes, I forgive you.
For example, that's what we do. And as Joy modeled, she is able to forgive me unconditionally. We don't make each other pay for it or suffer for it, right? Because it should be freely asked and also freely given.
Yeah, and I think that in our family, we really want to create a culture of forgiveness, where the kids feel like they can go to one another and their siblings will forgive them because we encourage that. But also we have to model it as parents. So when I offend Edric or I'm disrespectful towards him, or maybe we had an argument and the kids saw it, especially if the kids saw it, then Edric and I will go before them and say, will you forgive us for our example, for fighting in front of you? Or I will say, honey, will you forgive me for being disrespectful? And our kids see that, and it's important that they see it. And another thing we do is we encourage them to hug each other for 10 seconds really tightly when they ask for forgiveness. So at first they may not feel like it, but then as they squeeze one another, then their heart starts to soften and then they feel that feeling of forgiveness. But first, of course, we encourage them that it's a choice. I remember Titus when he came up to me and he was really scared to ask for forgiveness, but his brother told him, don't worry, you can go to mommy and ask for forgiveness because mom will always forgive us. And I think it's so important that as parents, we need to let our children realize that even when they make mistakes, we are committed to forgiving them. It's important.
For Joy, for me, they don't feel that way all the time, but I'm gonna work on that. But it's important to forgive. Why? Why should we learn to forgive? We should help the children appreciate that because God forgave us. And He's expended grace, He gave us grace. That is the point from which we can also be able to say, you know what, if God forgave me, I should be able to forgive my sibling, my mother, my father, and our children. Right? Forgive.